This video briefly summarizes the 10 steps involved in buying and selling real estate in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Be sure to hire a USVI real estate attorney to discuss your particular situation, as this video does not constitute legal advice. Let's get started. Step 1. The Purchase and Sale Agreement. The buyer and seller sign a purchase and sale agreement that outlines the deal's terms, including who will pay the stamp tax, an expense ranging from 2% to 3.5% of the sale price. Any changes to the agreement must be made in writing. If the parties have real estate brokers, the brokers will prepare this agreement. If the parties do not have brokers, the parties' attorneys will prepare it, along with all the other legal paperwork required for closing. The USVI does not have settlement companies, so attorneys are necessary for closing. Step 2. The earnest money deposit. Typically 6% to 10% of the sale price, the earnest money is provided to the escrow agent shortly after the purchase and sale agreement is signed. The escrow agent could be either a real estate agent or an attorney, or both. Step 3. Survey and home inspection. A survey and home inspection report are ordered by the buyer or buyer's real estate agent from licensed professionals. These can take up to 10 days to be completed. Surveys are not required for condos. Home inspections are not required for land purchases. Step 4. Title search and title insurance. The buyer's attorney enlists the help of a title insurance agent for a title search and to acquire a title insurance policy. This step is mandatory if the buyer is getting financing. Step 5. Financing. While the survey, inspection, and title insurance commitment are pending, the buyer may seek financing, which can take anywhere from 30 to 90 days. This process involves a mortgage broker or bank representative and is not part of a cash deal. Step 6. Seller documents. Several documents, including the deed, tax clearance letter, homeowners or condo association documents, title insurance affidavits, mortgage payoff request, and more, are prepared or ordered by the seller's attorney. Step 7. Final figures for closing. After all required documents are prepared or collected, the seller's attorney coordinates a closing date and prepares a settlement statement. If the buyer is getting financing, the lender's attorney will instead prepare 2 closing disclosures, one for the buyer and one for the seller. Step 8. Funding. After the figures are finalized, the remaining funds must be received by the escrow agent from the buyer in time for the closing. Step 9. Closing. At the closing, attorneys and the title agent meet to exchange money and documents. Most closings can be handled remotely without the need for the buyer or the seller to attend. The title agent records the documents, the seller's attorney sends funds to the seller, and the buyer's attorney delivers the original documents to the rightful parties. Step 10. Post-closing. After the closing, you can discuss transitioning keys and utilities with your real estate broker. Sellers can expect to receive their funds within 48 hours of closing and buyers can expect to receive their owner's title insurance policy within 30 days. The deed is typically recorded the same day as closing. And that's how a property transaction unfolds in the beautiful U.S. Virgin Islands.